everyone, Kelsey Norman here, host of the podcast Speeding Bullitt, the life and films of Steve McQueen. And on this episode of Collecting McQueen, I'm checking out some internationally released 7-inch vinyl records for 1963's The Great Escape.
Mabel, I love you, Mabel.
Every film has a score or a soundtrack, usually both these days, and Steve McQueen's films are no exception. One of the best scores to accompany a McQueen film has to be for The Great Escape, composed by Elmer Bernstein. For those who don't know, The Great Escape is a 1963 adventure war film starring Steve McQueen, James Garner, and Richard Attenborough, and features Charles Bronson, Donald Pleasance, and James Coburn, directed by John Sturges. International release records seem to be a bit easier to obtain compared to the American releases, and I think they usually have super interesting artwork, especially on these Japanese releases. I think they look neat and unique. Here I have 2 French releases and 2 Japanese releases for the soundtrack to The Great Escape. These are all considered to be singles or extended plays, all of which I purchased on eBay from different sellers. I think they were no more than $15 Canadian each, plus around $10 for shipping. This is the John William La Grande Invasion 7-inch. It has 4 songs on it, but only the 2 on side A are from The Great Escape. The record was released on Polydor Records in France in 1963, and unlike the other records, these songs are sung in French. This is another French release, Mitch Miller et son orchestra. I'm terrible at speaking French if you haven't already figured that out. La Grande Invasion, which means The Great Escape, on CBS Records in France. This would be considered an EP, with side A containing songs from The Great Escape, and then side B containing 2 hit songs from Mitch Miller's career. Up next, we have a Japanese Mitch Miller and the Gang release as part of CBS Sony's new Gold Disc series, released in Japan in 1976. Side A has the Great Escape March, and then side B has another Mitch Miller song called The Longest Day. And lastly, here's another Mitch Miller release, The Great Escape March, on CBS Sony in Japan, and I believe this one came out in 1963. Look how striking this artwork is, so colorful and eye-catching. Like the other Japanese release, side A of this record has The Great Escape March, but then side B has another Mitch Miller song called the Children's Marching Song. Whether you listen to vinyl or not, these international The Great Escape 7-inch records look just as good displayed in your house as they would in your record collection. They are an easy, inexpensive pickup, sure to add diversity to your Steve McQueen collection.